And after checking, there was one other little thing we needed to do. We need to double talk to everybody. Rhebolls, well, good to meet you. What's wrong? Did you need something? Everyone has 2 conversation items they'll bring up with you, and we need to get 2 from everyone. I thought they'll attack during the day, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Which he has a point for. I mean, especially when you're talking about demons. That's kind of a problem where I come from. Fishing here for as long as I can remember. Storm barrier? He just told us that. Gonna bump into him again. Try to trade, but at least we're not starving. Which would seem to be rather convenient, wouldn't you think? At least I'd have to say so. So here's the little boy who didn't want to end up leaving. Where we tried, no match for the demons. And he hopes it never goes away, so we'll talk to him again. I don't want it to ever disappear, which I can't blame him for, because he's got his priorities straight, like I said before. And talk to you again. This is the town where we grew up. We don't want to be anywhere else. Well, I guess she doesn't say anything else. Most people have 2 conversation items, though, and we need to get them all to make leaving this town, well, safe. Especially since, well, the weapon shop's not really open, and there's monsters everywhere. She wants to go play with her friend. He wants to know why you came to Esteria. And she tells you to be careful, and she's very, very right, because those demons are pretty ferocious. And she's bored. Poor Corinne. And she actually wants to join the militia, which is pretty impressive, all things considered. I just want her to move out of the way, so I can talk to the bartender. He wants a drink. Says the free time's bugging him, and he's a bartender. He's not hitting nearly enough of his own sauce. Poor guy. You over here? Harbor can't employ anyone. He wanted to work for Silver. What should he do? Fisherman. At least that's what he's resigned himself to. She's comfortable where she is, and she's too old to leave her home. Which I can appreciate. She is pretty old looking. Warns us again about those blue-headed demons. And she mentions 6 months ago was why things started going crazy. They're protected by a town wall in Minia, which is very true. Barbada used to be flourishing, but now it's not, and she wishes that she could believe the place would survive. Pickards are wonderful little creatures. And you don't have 2 conversation items either. Just want to be very, very thorough that we don't miss anything. Because I wanted this to be one of my walkthroughs where I show absolutely everything. And Minia has a fortune teller, which we really ought to go see. She is going to be the next major plot point in this game. I know we haven't really had a lot of plot yet, because we've been exploring, but I assure you, this game does have a plot. See, there's a militia headquarters. Can't have a militia headquarters without a plot. Was there anything else you want to ask? We'll bring up the militia. I've got to be missing something, because there is more that happens. Oh, wait, here we go! But you seem to have just the right air of recklessness about you. Stormbearer's claimed many lives. I expect you're probably wanting to explore the rest of Esteria, right? That's not a good idea. The demons will tear you apart. That's the last thing we want. Actually, why don't you join the town militia? Certainly seem like you'd fit in well. You'd have just the right attitude. Ed'll explain that he would like to go check around for himself. I understand. Then I could change your mind. I must say I'm impressed. Crossing the storm barrier the way you did is no small feat. I won't be going anywhere, though. This is where I belong. But I somehow think fate has a few surprises in store for you. Well, when you leave Barbados, go north. After a little ways, you'll see the ramparts of Minia Town. Minia is Esteria's largest town, so I'm sure you'll learn something useful there. Oh yeah, take this with you. And short sword. Consider this my parting gift to you. It's their militia issue. Kind of small, but it's easy to handle. Sadly, I haven't gotten much in the way of defense. There's an armory in Minia, so you should check there. Take care. Stop by if you're around again. And we will. Short sword. A small, cheap sword. Fine for everyday use, but not so reliable in battle. But it'll still be a lot better than nothing. So it's finally time for us to leave the fishing town of Barbados and get going. And I think this is actually where we'll be ending this edition of the Let's Play. I'll be picking up in part 2 when we'll finally be leaving Barbados and on our way to Minia. So I hope you'll join me for that. And until next time, this has been Corinne from Choose in One Studios. I hope you have yourself a wonderful day.